Do you love yourself? 2 years ago, I was sitting in a coffee shop with a friend, and she asked me, Dina, do you love yourself? My mind went into a tizzy wondering, what on earth is this mumbo-jumbo nonsense? My eyes were shifting around the room, and I was nervously shifting in my chair. It was as if she had asked me this complicated math problem that only a PhD candidate would know. I mustered up the energy and said, yeah, sure, I've done a lot of stuff. Totally love myself. Truthfully, I did not. But why was this concept of self-love so bizarre to me? Let me take you into my past. I'm 14 years old and enter the school cafeteria. I can't help but notice, sitting there on the table, is one lonely Oreo inside a plastic bag, one snack-sized Wonder Bar, and one delicious-looking banana. My friend Denise spots me staring and says, Dee, couldn't finish them. They're all yours. Oh, I look at that Oreo. The top and bottom chocolate wafer look like arms reaching out, beckoning me to eat it. That white layer of icing in the middle looked like pillowy clouds of heaven. Oh, how I wish I was in heaven. I would devour you in a second. A voice pops into my head. Dina, don't you even dare think of eating that Oreo. Another voice pops into my head. That Oreo has 45 calories. That Wonder Bar has 60. And that banana has 105 calories. I'm dying for the Oreo. What if I cut it in half and do an extra 10 minutes on the elliptical tonight? But I really want the caramel inside that Wonder Bar. What if I eat it and do an extra 30 minutes tonight? I had eating disorders as a child, and even though it was so long ago, over 20 years ago, my past has always haunted me. While I did recover physically, I have always blamed myself for being anorexic, and I've never taken the time to properly forgive myself and allow myself to heal, both emotionally and mentally. 2 years ago, I decided to write my memoir with the hope that no other young child would have to feel as alone and different as I did as a young girl. The book started out as a way to help others, but it slowly turned into my own journey of self-discovery, lifting up my rug and cleaning out all the filth and dust underneath it, all the shame, all the guilt, and all the suppressed emotions. As I looked into my past, it became glaringly obvious that I did not have any sense of love and connection to myself. And that was very difficult to realize. Writing my memoir forced me to look into my past and to embrace it and to acknowledge it so that I could finally move forward with my life. You don't need to write a memoir to establish that sense of love and connection to yourself. I was essentially just writing in a diary and asking my family to help me better understand my past. I've learned that all you really need is the willingness to open up, to be vulnerable, and to listen to the answers that come your way, especially the ones that you don't want to hear or that might be difficult to hear. Looking into my past was the most difficult thing I've ever had to do. But let me share with you a story as to why it was all worth it. Last year, I was in my apartment getting ready to meet a friend for dinner. So I went through the mental checklist in my mind. Jeans on, shirt on, sweater in my purse in case I get cold, curling iron, out of socket. I turned to the mirror to do one final check, and something happened that I would have never expected. I looked into the mirror, deep into my own eyes, and I smiled. It caught me so off guard that my eyes started to well up with tears. I finally understood what that question meant, and more importantly, I really felt it. I loved all parts of myself, from my frizzy hair to my imperfect skin and to my past that I've always been so ashamed of. Looking into my past has helped me to finally live a life of inner peace and love. You too deserve to look in the mirror and smile and feel that deep sense of love and connection to the most important person in your life, and that is you. Thank you.